The VGK 5-game road trip ends with a shootout loss in Denver, 2-1 last night. We will recap Wednesday night's game and preview the weekend ahead right here on Lockdown Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, hi again, everyone. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. I kind of slid that in there. Of course, make sure to subscribe to our Lockdown Golden Knights YouTube channel. We're brought to you today by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com, America's #1 sportsbook. Minimal net stuffing last night. VGK loses to the Avs in the shootout 2-1 in a low-scoring affair. Did not have this on my bingo card. The Golden Knights, they now banked 7 of 10 points on the road trip, which is solid. Very good road trip for them. A 5-round shootout last night, and the only goal scored was by recently reinstated Valeri Nichushkin, who beats Adin Hill, glove side. Pretty good game, back and forth there. Nichushkin also had the equalizer in regulation, 33 seconds after Pavel Dorofiev's goal. VGK had that 1-goal lead, but they could not preserve it. And those are the only goals. 1-1 at the end of regulation.
It was weird. I put a tweet out somewhere in the second period. I said, this game is just wide open. There's chances on both sides of the ice. But it really, at that point, didn't feel like a goaltender duel. It did in the third period, more or less on the Adin Hill side of it. But it was just a very odd game to watch. And then, lo and behold, Dorofeev gets that goal. Just great breakout. I don't know. Every VGK might have touched that puck on that just quick breakout. Just a great passing play. Dorofeev gets Georgiev, who is definitely caught cheating a little bit. Dorofeev will he'll pick that top shelf on every opportunity he gets if the goalie gives it. And then 30 seconds later, the game gets tied, and then nothing after that. Emphasize Adin Hill. This was a remarkable performance by Adin Hill. Gets bumped where the sun doesn't shine when he got pushed back into the net, which should have been a penalty on that Avs player. I don't know why that wasn't called, and he was even laughing about it on the bench afterwards. But Adin Hill, great game. Something I said watching the game in the third, Adin was going to have to steal the game, and he did. Adin Hill stole a point for the VGK, and also credit Georgiev. He did have some nice saves. Definitely didn't look like the Georgiev we expected.
Yeah, that is for sure. And Adin Hill stopping 33 of 34 Colorado shots, and Georgiev 18 saves. Pretty much an easy night on just 19 shots on net. So the shootout round, I thought that there was some pretty good goaltending when I was watching it. Yeah.
Definitely. Both goalies played really well. And, the only thing is me and Chris were watching the game last night, and I predicted the first 3 shooters, number 1, which is okay.
I know where you're going. This is great.
Which is okay. But I'm not even going to talk about Carlson yet. I was going to save that for last
No. You're talking about Holtz. You're going to talk about Holtz.
I was going to save that too. But either way, point being is Dorofeev is usually the most unpredictable between Eichel and Theodore. Doro tried just a little too much there, tried to get too cute. But I said to Chris, Eichel's going backhand, forehand, low glove side. Sure enough, that's exactly what he did. And then the book is out on Shea Theodore. Everyone in the world knows Shea Theodore is going forehand, backhand. Everyone knows that. And again, that's not a knock. That's not a knock on these guys. But if a lonely old podcaster, knows what's going to happen, I can assure you the goalies know what's going to happen. So if there's one spot to, a little bit of criticism, a little more creativity, I guess, is all I'm asking for in the shootout. And yeah, it's kind of my what the Thursday, but I'll start it now. Holtz going out before William Karlsson. That was I think it was from Naked Gun 33 and a third. Everyone doing the hand slap on their forehead when Holtz took the ice before William Karlsson, before a few other players that would have fared better, including Chance if he made the trip.
Wow. What about the dog, the Maverick dog?
Maverick would have done a lot there. Would have bit Georgiev in the ankle, and boom, goal.
Very true. what was the betting line? Did I see this? How high was the betting line last night?
140, and locally you could get a boost even on it. So I loved VGK. I loved the way they played through 2 periods, and I didn't mind their third period. You kind of feeling it was going to happen like that. I know a few people tailed me when I said, "Hey, take a shot at the reverse puck line." Unfortunately, yeah, I helped get a few bucks back to some of the sports books that they may have lost in the past, unfortunately. But, it was a great spot for value. I mean, the game obviously was one shot away from going either way. I mean, geez, the Avs hit so many posts last night, but still, it was one shot from being a Golden Knights victory in regulation. Didn't turn out like that. And good value on the board at plus 140 or plus 150, depending on where you made that bet.
Yeah, and for VGK yesterday, we saw Carlson activated. You mentioned him, and Pietrangelo was back on the ice for VGK.
I thought both were fine yesterday. Let's see. I got the hockey stat card. Let's see.
You found it?
Pietrangelo came into third. Barbashev, Dorofeev, Pietrangelo, Noah Hanifin, top of the class again. So that means,
again. So that means he'll have a clunker coming up.
He's going to have one of the next 2 games. He'll be on the bottom. That's just what he does. Again, this isn't an opinion, guys. Go on hockey stat cards and look it up yourself. And then William Karlsson rated low last night. William Karlsson was actually the second worst player on the ice per hockey stat card. So
I thought he was playing a spectacular game.
I mean, listen, this first goal here, just the goal that was given up is on William Karlsson, unfortunately. He does make a good play on the 2-on-1, and then he coughs the puck right up to Nichushkin, and it's a 1-1 game there. We're not blaming the game on William Karlsson by any means. Relax. Karlsson does a lot of good things out there, but that play, he was the GOAT there.
Yeah. Overall, good road trip for VGK.
Great. No. It was a great road trip. It's not a good road trip when you get 7 of 10. That's a great road trip.
7 of 10.
Anything else goes out the window.
Right. Exactly. I had 5 and a hook, which we both thought was kind of high.
I had 4. I had 4.
Total. I thought when I said 5.5, you said, wow, that's really high. And hey, they really played well.
Ottawa was the swing game for me. I thought that was a game they were going to lose, and I thought the Golden Knights were going to limp to the finish line against Colorado, which they did. Thankfully, Aiden Hill helped them get a point still.
It is Thanksgiving Day. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll step aside here. When we return, we've got previews of the upcoming weekend games, the Jets, and lest I say a rigged schedule for Utah coming into town. We'll get to that when we return right here on Locked On Golden Knights. We are brought to you today by FanDuel. Make sure that you check out FanDuel and all of the NFL and NHL action, we should say, but mostly NFL with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app, it gives you everything that you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. If you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com to come and join today. And, of course, a lot of folks on Black Friday will be having some action on this Raider game, or probably against the Raiders. But you can find all the stats and everything else and the betting line and all that you need, props, whatever, right there on FanDuel. Get started, $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more. With FanDuel, it is America's #1 sportsbook. We are also brought to you today by Gametime. It has a new feature called Gametime Picks. Makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier. The picks filter out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands and thousands of deals and tickets. And make sure you check it out. All sorts of things happening there. The seat views before you buy, lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, job loss protection, which is real important in these crazy times. Make sure you check it out. Seat views, you will get a panoramic view of the seat before you even buy right there on the app. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets today with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, use that promo code LOCKEDONNHL, $20 off of your first purchase. Again, create an account, use that redeem code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it, Mr. Golick?
Game time.
Back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights. We are soaring through this one. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you
You'll
so
find a way
much.
to drag it out. Don't worry.
Sometimes, most typically, we do have What the Friday. Today it'll be What the Turkey Day, or what do you call it? What the Turkey?
What the turkey?
What the Turkey. And then, of course, on Saturdays, we have the Chris and Chris Jr. Show, which is the YouTube exclusive. So, my goodness, there's so much happening here. VGK returning home and back at it, and a ton of action here. And go UNLV Rebels this weekend. Of course, they placed great. They're going to snarl traffic with a football game and the hockey game at the same time. That'll be great on Saturday night.
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night. So the
And
Golden Knights
F1 leftovers.
the Golden Knights play a back-to-back this weekend. Again, you've got first, we have Winnipeg rolling into town, and then the Utah hockey team. VGK will host a team slowed down. I say this because they're off to slow starts in games. Winnipeg Jets team off of a loss, and Utah plays the Oilers Friday night. First end of a back-to-back, then they travel here. This is great. Great scheduling, yeah. No, it's not rigged. I'm sorry. So first they play at home against Edmonton, then they fly here. VGK just hangs out at home for Turkey weekend. They always have holidays off here, whatever. So Winnipeg first. That's what we were going to get to. They started off slow of late, and VGK needs to put some pressure on early in the contest. The last two games in the first period alone, 35-12, Winnipeg has been outshot. So that is a key in that game. 14 shots on goal in that loss to Los Angeles on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you hit the nail on the head as far as slowing down as well beyond the slow starts. Looks like the Jets are 3-5. 3-4 in their last 7. 3-4 in their last 7, pardon me. So Jets have been grounded, awful pun, but this is a good measuring stick right now for the Vegas Golden Knights. I got so many windows open right now. They're getting a team with a 7.83 points percentage. Golden Knights have not fared well against better teams. Golden Knights will be the healthiest version of what they've been in a long time. I don't think Mark Stone comes back on Friday. I'm guessing we're going to see Mark Stone on Saturday against Utah. I could be wrong. That's just what my hunch is right now. But you will see a pretty healthy version of the Vegas Golden Knights taking on a Winnipeg Jets team who are going to be in their their fifth of a 6-game roadie.
Yeah.
There's one angle here to look at.
The rigged one? The rigged angle?
Well, sure. But maybe a guilty game for the Jets. Maybe a guilty game. I'm assuming they came right to they either came right to Vegas after their game last night against LA, or they're going to be coming sometime during the day. I doubt they're going back to Winnipeg and coming back down. I seriously doubt that. That's a long
No,
trip.
they came from LA to here. They're here. Yeah.
Right. So they're here now. Okay, so you're saying they're here now. Either way, so you got maybe they could have stayed in LA for the night, but either way, it's all good. Point being is the Jets are going to have some time in Vegas, and maybe they need to blow off a little bit of steam. So haven't heard much about the Vegas flu in a while. Maybe the Jets are going to come down with a little bit of
it could be the bird flu with the turkey and drinking bird flu.
Connor Hellebuck, almost certainly that's who the Golden Knights are going to see. 15-2, 2-11
15-3 now. That loss, I think he's 15-3. It's okay.
Oh, well, ESPN says 15-2. So
okay,
whatever.
Well, there was
2-11 and a 9.28 save percentage. So Hellebuck, he's going to keep.
Is he going to? Are they gonna showcase him and maybe have him try out there here in Vegas for the Four Nations shootout? Or?
I heard Aiden Hill is a lock to make that team. By the way, I'm just going to leave it at that. I heard he is a lock. I'm not saying
yes. Who else? Who else is?
Binnington.
And who else?
Who's the third player?
Thompson.
Likely Marc-Andre Fleury.
All right. Really? Okay. So where were we? This is you mentioned Hellebuck. He's playing very well. This is a team that beat Minnesota, I think, on Monday. Josh Morrissey, is he the leading point scorer with 20? But and
leading
2 goals?
League or leading the Jets?
The Jets. The Jets. We're talking about the Jets, bro.
You said who? You said? Did you say Morrissey?
Who did I say? Go ahead.
You said Morrissey. He's got 2 goals and 20 points, bro. Kyle Connor's got 28 points, 13 and 15.
Okay.
Shifley's got 26, 12 and 14.
Shifley just had a hat trick this past weekend. Okay. So I know. All right. That's cool. What else? What else on Winnipeg? I'm through with
Winnipeg's tough. Again, good team coming in. Golden Knights and Jets have had some fun games. They've had 2 playoff series now to date as well. So you got a rivalry coming, and this is, like I said, this is the measuring stick game. This is the first big measuring stick game for the Vegas Golden Knights. I've been very critical, and not just me, other media members, but I've been very critical that the Golden Knights do well against not so great teams and play poor against better teams. The Avs, you can even put them in a better category, even though their points percentage, I think, is up to 5.75 after last night's game. You dropped the Avs. You said they've started on a 4-game losing streak, Tony. So if you take away the Avs' first 4 games of the year, the Avs are a better team right now. So Golden Knights, I mean, again, there's a lot of variables for last night's game against Colorado, and the Golden Knights found a way to get a point. That's a good thing. But again, measuring stick game, important to see what VGK can do. Both teams will have a day of rest. Winnipeg's traveling, so they might be a little tired, maybe a guilty game, but the Golden Knights want to prove to everyone that they are a cup contender. You got to start beating these good hockey teams. Golden Knights haven't done it yet. They have not done it yet.
And as for this Utah Hockey Club, so it's a Friday, Saturday schedule for VGK. Utah, 2 losses to VGK in this season series. 4-2 in Salt Lake. Carlson, a couple of late goals beat this team. Carlson, the go-ahead goal with the minute 18. And then in the other meeting, Brett Howden scores at about 2:15 of overtime. So those are the 2 losses for Utah. The game slipping away late. And VGK has a 2-0 series lead this season.
And that's the thing, this Utah team, and they're below 500 as far as a points percentage goes. A lot of injuries and things like that. We'll see what happens in the running for maybe a couple of your New York Rangers players, even, Tony, over here. And right now, we'll see. Someone commented, you don't talk about your Rangers a lot, so the Rangers must be losing, that means.
Yeah, they're losing. I'm a front runner. You know
that. Looking at Utah, I mean, overtime win against Montreal, 3-2 loss against Toronto. 6-1 victory. Wow. They beat Pittsburgh 6-1 in Pittsburgh. Yikes. And then drop a game 1-0 against the Bruins. So hard team to get a pulse on. It's a younger team, so they're going to play really well. They're going to play really bad. So Golden Knights are going to be coming off of a back-to-back against a tough team, as are the Utah Hockey Club facing Edmonton the night before, like you made sure to point out, because now it's an evener playing field. Both teams are coming off a back-to-back, but that's okay. Golden Knights, that's a game where the Golden Knights just need to take care of business, right? Regardless of what happens against the Jets, this is a spot where if the Golden Knights can, I mean, if they come away with 4 points on this Friday, Saturday, that's really good. If it's just 3 points, I mean, okay, fine, but you would really like to see 4 points in these next 2 games for the Golden Knights.
So it is American Thanksgiving, and so VGK is a lock to make the playoffs now. That's what this means, and of course. And what about our standings and our picks and predictions?
We're within a point of each other right now. I think you might have taken the lead. I think I had a 1-point lead. Now we might be tied because I might be
tied at American Thanksgiving.
Point last night.
So what does that mean? What does that mean at American Thanksgiving that we?
I don't know. I've never done the standings this far, so I'm pretty excited.
You've done a great job. That means by American Thanksgiving, Golic has done all the standings. That's what.
Yeah, no, the definitely the over hit. I almost lost it after about game 12, and I kept it going. So there we go.
Coming up next, we have converted our WTF into WTT. What the turkey? We'll get to it next. All your comments and much more right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Listen up, renters. Even if you feel like you're stuck in the loop of rent payments, just watching your money vanish into the thin air, it is time to turn that rent game around, and you can start earning some serious rewards. That's where Built Rewards comes in. Okay, real talk. We've all been there feeling like we're just burning cash with those rent checks. It is so frustrating, right? But here's the deal. Built Rewards has figured out a way to make rent more rewarding. Say goodbye to the money bonfire and say hello to a renter's revolution with Built. Built is breaking ground as a neighborhood rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent. Every month, pay your rent and watch the Built points roll in. That's right. So you can use the points to jet off on a dream vacation, put your points towards a flight or hotel stay with 500 plus airlines and 700,000 hotels and properties globally. Pay rent hassle-free through the Built Rewards app. Your rent game just got a major boost or major upgrade. Built points have been consistently ranked as the highest value point currency by the Points Guy and by Bankrate. Earn points by paying rent right now when you go and join built.com/lockedon. Again, join built.com at /lockedon NHL. Make sure that you use the URL so they know where you are coming from. And of course, we all get all the credit in the world. So start earning points today with your rent payments at Built Rewards. Again, join built.com/lockedon NHL. Welcome back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights. Tony Gradasco and Chris Golick from Las Vegas. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We appreciate you. We're very thankful. We're thankful for all of our listeners and viewers, and especially their comments. That's for sure.
Oh, God.
Because without their comments,
even when I'm about to drag them, I love them.
You're about to drag some of our folks. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not really going to drag. I'm just going to call out one person.
Be nice. Be kind. It's a day to be thankful.
You're telling people to be kind, Tony. That's not good. If you're telling me to be kind, I've been really over the edge lately.
Okay, so I saw the Bleacher Report yesterday. How is VGK ranked third in the power rankings behind Winnipeg and Carolina?
Clueless.
Is this really a top team?
No.
That we are watching here in Las Vegas?
Not yet.
I would put VGK, again, just based on the record. I'm being very nice and kind today. I would put them in the top 10. Would you?
Without
WTT.
looking at this, actually, I can look at the standings. I got them
No, WTT, bro. Just make sure we close it out that way.
Yeah, I know. Would I put them in the top? Sure, I would put them in the top 10 without even taking a deep dive. They are not top 3 or top 5. Not yet. They can be. They might be, but not yet. All right, quick WTT, Lloyd's Drive-Thru Barbecue. I know you watch every single show. You're probably the first one to watch. You love to drag us, but you're not going to come on today because the Golden Knights lost yesterday. When the Golden Knights win, chirp, 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 chirp. Golden Knights lose, you take the day off. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. So we'll start there for Lloyd's Drive-Thru Barbecue. Ryan the hockey guy. I love Ryan the hockey guy. We've had some great conversations. He's fun to talk to. But his take on the Val Nichushkin goal, I thought, was not good. And I'll put it nicely because I'm sure he's going to find out about this. Carlson breaks up a 2-on-1, but the puck goes right to Nichushkin, who beats Hill. Yes, Carlson broke up the 2-on-1. He got back and made a wonderful play. But the rest of that tweet should read, then coughs up the puck directly to Nichushkin, who scores the goal. Let's be honest here. That's all. Let's be honest here. I know Ryan, he's on the take. He's part of the team. He got a ring and all that, so I get it. He's on the other side.
State-run media.
Yes, and that's okay, and that's fine. That's his job, but just give us a little bit. And it's not just him. It was a TNT game, so we didn't get our TV guys. But like Tony, we said offline, you don't see the local guys pointing out a lot of negative things that do happen with the Golden Knights, and they
never
should.
A turnover. Not a
just
turnover.
Want fair and balanced. That's all. You want fair and balanced. So
that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Then we have to be too negative and people drag us, even though we just simply acknowledge the reality. I'm going to call someone else out. Max Miller, very nice guy. He's with the Hockey News. I've interacted with him a bunch of times. Very pleasant fella. He says that the Celebrini line is worth the price of admission right now for the San Jose Sharks. Well, unfortunately, San Jose does not agree with that statement. Last night's announced attendance in San Jose, 10,778. The SAP Center holds 17,500 for hockey. They are averaging 13,179 people. So I'm not calling out Max Miller necessarily. I'm more or less calling out the San Jose Sharks fan base. There's excitement in San Jose. There is good things happening in San Jose. Why is no one going to the games? I would love to hear. There's more excuses about people probably not going to Sharks games than there are about people not showing up to Vegas Golden Knight games randomly. But why are people not supporting the San Jose Sharks in San Jose? There's exciting things happening. Celebrini, Smith, Eklund, Bordelot, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Why is no one going? I'm going to keep firing here. That's what I did when Alex Holtz took the ice for the shootout before William Karlsson. Cassidy, what are you thinking? I don't know what scouting report you looked at.
Why do they like this guy?
I don't know. Was Holtz trying out for Team Canada or something? I don't know, Tony. I don't know. Chucky Lindgren with the own goal last night for the Caps, and his team has some fun with him in the post game. They give out like a big gold chain to their player of the game or something. And the Caps went on to win that game. Chucky played really well. Chuck Lindgren, we're talking about starting goaltender, I guess, for the Caps. Maybe not, but the person who gives the speech before he passes the chain. Congratulations, Chucky, with your first NHL tuck tonight. So they had some fun with that. Right? I got Holtz, I got Karlsson, I got State Run, I got Chucky, I got attendance, I got Lloyd's Barbecue. So I pissed off enough people. Back to Tony.
Okay, a day to be thankful. We missed the quarter poll for our review for VGK.
Oh, 20
games. WTT.
Yeah, I noticed that. And I also missed the graphic the other day with the 4-game winning streak. So yeah, okay. It's been a rough week.
Okay, we've got some comments from
listeners. Some turkeys. Viewers. We got some turkeys.
WTF? This is from our guy Jakar 3G. Stop complaining about the nighttime app. Forget about it. It depends on where you live, but watch the games on ESPN Plus or on the regular TV channel Vegas 34, and you won't have any buffering problems. WTT.
Maybe people stream. Maybe they don't have the option to do that.
Someone said the Golden Knights game, I guess it was last night's game, blacked out in Utah. Why? How about when the games, VGK is trying to build a fan base in Arizona?
I don't understand that, but okay.
No one does. Is there rhyme or reason for this? How about the games getting blacked out in Arizona when VGK is trying to build a fan base there? WTT. There's some really good things. Some funny stuff here. I'm trying another WTT for Nighttime Plus. This is from TA Nyman. Why is the stream ahead on my phone and behind on the TV? There's at least a minute and a half difference. WTT. Clyde Matt.
The app needs to be free, guys. The app needs to be free, and then we would all not say a word about this. But since we pay, no. I pay for it. I pay. I'm a paying customer.
Exactly.
I'm an everydayer.
An everydayer, right. Clyde Matt said something about Derek Stevens. Every time his commercial comes on, the app goes completely WTF. Okay. I can't even. Skynet VGK. This Black Friday at Tony Dasco needs to buy a new podcast camera, mic, and flip phone. People
are all over you on YouTube too. They love how you can see the reflection of whatever, like when you're doing your reads or when you're looking at stats or whatever it is you're looking at, like your glasses there. So make sure you have make sure you don't have the wrong windows open, Tony. That's all I'm saying.
What do I have open here? Oh no. I better. Oh, here we go. It was at Johnny J10. Why is the
William Karlsson's wife's Instagram up right now?
Why? I'm going to get to that, bro. We will. Why is the game blacked out in Utah? TNT. Utah isn't in the market anymore in the Salt Lake area. If it was in market, I wouldn't be able to watch the games on ESPN Plus. WTF? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this TV coverage for VGK?
I mean, you're referencing lifetime. You're referencing nighttime. You're referencing state run comments. What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Everything, the whole thing. What was I going to talk about?
It's unfortunate because this is a paid service, and there's still issues, and people within the team like to say, "But it's better than last year, right?" No, it's worse than last year. My only issue last year I ever had was once in a while it would buffer, and I watch it on my TV through my Amazon Fire Stick. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it would buffer once in a while. Is
that illegal, bro? Is that illegal? No.
No. It's through Amazon. It's fine. No, NHL webcast. That's the one you shouldn't do. But And it's easier to do sometimes because it doesn't buffer as much. No, but going back to Nighttime Plus, it's the problems are 1,000% compared to what they were last year, and it's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, the other thing too is you had mentioned the Carlson baby and all that. You know what? I just believe that there is some privacy that I know they're public people. I know their photos are posted on their Instagram. Don't repost them. Don't repost them for likes. Cloud City, do not. That's
Who should
stupid.
report? Like, are you saying media? Are you saying
Fanboy media.
okay?
Why in the world? Why would you do that?
Tony is saying that there's privacy, but Tony follows all the wives.
I follow all the wives. Yes.
To be fair, you really don't repost though what they do, I guess.
No, exactly. That's like, okay, that happens. Great. They've got a new baby. Cool. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Everyone, I mean, I don't know, Tony. If the athletes don't want the pictures of their kids,
If that were me,
then they won't post them.
if that were me,
post them, it's kind of
my
open
photo.
season. I don't know.
Why? Because they're public people. Is that it?
I mean, but they're posting it, Tony. It's not like I'm in the bushes photographing William Karlsson out shopping with his family. Not this time, at least.
Oh, by the way, today the interpretation for WAGs would be wives and girlfriends and side dishes, not side pieces. They are side dishes today. I had a conversation in one of the blowout games yesterday that I was broadcasting. What is your favorite side dish, Mr. Golick?
Mashed potatoes, no gravy.
Oh, no gravy.
No
You're
gravy.
a dry ball. You are definitely dry. You're a dry ball. Mine would have to be, I'm going to go with the creamed corn once again. I started mac and cheese-ish, and I went to the creamed corn. So
biscuit, a little bit of butter.
That brings to a conclusion
white rice,
this exciting edition.
A little bit of corn.
Of Locked On Golden Knights. We appreciate everyone, all of your comments. I am going to go on Black Friday to the mall to buy a new flip phone. I will do that. Of course, especially our everydayers. Thank you so much.
We're taking off tomorrow, by the way. Make sure we get that.
Oh, we are?
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my personal business tomorrow. I'll be awake early streaming.
I'm sleepwalking through this broadcast, and just
this
thanks
one?
for carrying me.
Just this one?
Thank you so much for carrying me today and every day, because you're an everydayer. Of course, don't forget Fridays. Typically, we do WTF with the Friday, and Saturdays it is reserved for the Chris and Chris show. Again, we appreciate everyone. We're so thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for my Goomba over here, Mr. Chris Golick. We'll see you again on Monday. We'll be back on Monday. Wow. Holy smokes. I could sleep in till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe we do the show Sunday, maybe. We'll see.
Perhaps. Game time decision. We'll see you next time right here.
Game time.
Locked On Golden
game
Knight.
time. I got excited. I had to do my line right there.
I know. You're really good at that. Do you have a cue card in front of you?
That broadcasting school really paid off.
We'll see you again next time right here on Locked On Golden Knights. And please take care.